Hello, and I'm Viv Adcock, animal communicator, and I wanted to share the most amazing story. Well, I think it's an amazing story that I had, an experience that I had last week. So I had a week where lots of people were kind of zipping in and out of my world and trying to pull me this way and that way and get me to fall in with their plans or accommodate them. And I was really kind of having to hold my ground, if you know what I mean. I had to be really strong to keep choosing what was honoring of me and inclusive of me, rather than giving myself up and falling into what they wanted and needed and demanded of me. And for any of you watching, I'm sure this is something that pops up in your life from time to time. So whenever I have something going on in my world, I always look to the animal kingdom. I'm like, how does nature deal with this? And so I was kind of in this tug of war between this particular situation and choosing something that was more honoring of me, but not wanting to disappoint the other people. I was in this kind of tug of war situation, and I was out walking my dog amongst the paddocks just next to our home. And it was a beautiful, clear, sunny sky, winter's day. And looking up above me, I could see there were about 15 crows, big black crows, harassing this one single bird of prey. And I was so mesmerized by this that I literally counted the crows, and I watched this incredible bird of prey with this enormous wingspan just slightly maneuvering the fingers. I think they're called the ailerons, the fingers at the very end of their feathers, these bits. And for literally 20 minutes, I sat down and watched this entire scene play out in front of my eyes. And what happened was all the crows were kind of flying in this totally crazy formation, and the eagle just held its space and kept flying. It didn't flap, it didn't react, it didn't lose its trajectory, it didn't get distracted. And these crows were taking it in turns anyway, one by one. The crows got bored and fell off. And so eventually the murder, which is what they call a flock of crows, funnily enough, the murder went from 15 down to 2. And these last 2 were so tenacious. And this bird was just, again, hovering and taking a moment to flap its wings to keep its trajectory and keep riding the thermals. These crows were noisy and dive bombing and squawking and flapping their wings and doing everything they could to throw this eagle off course. And the eagle it was like they didn't exist. It was like these crows just were not even in this bird of prey's reality. It just kept doing what it was doing, looking at what it was looking for, staying firm in its own being, in its own space, on its own trajectory, with its sole target in mind. And I sat there and went, wow, what if I could be more like this eagle? I don't have to defend, I don't have to avoid, I don't have to engage, I don't have to get embroiled in the hullabaloo. I can just, no matter who wants what, I can still be me and hold my space and choose what honors me. So that's my eagle story. And if that's inspiring to you, I have a lot more available where that came from. If you would like to know more about communing with the animal kingdom, I have a Talk to the Animals introduction class that I facilitate, and also a 2.5-day Start the Conversation class, where you actually learn how to communicate effectively, not just with your own pets, your cats, your dogs, your horses, your cows, but with the animal kingdom at large. And it truly transforms how you live and be and interact with every single relationship that you have. Thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this story, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.